Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the IR Magazine Awards 2021. Please welcome to your screens IR Magazine's editor, Ben Ashwell.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the IR Magazine Awards Canada 2021. I'm Ben Ashwell, and I'm the editor of IR Magazine and corporate secretary. Now, my speech for these awards last year was all about the strange feeling of working from home in our pajamas and our slippers, dialing into seemingly endless Zoom calls, and for me personally, working next to my sleeping dog. At this point, that's the norm for most of us, and I hope that many of you at home have also had a sleeping dog to work next to. Now, of course, we do hope we can return to in-person events and especially awards very soon. But in the meantime, these virtual events are a pretty darn good substitute. I'll admit to some skepticism this time last year about how it would all come together, but that was absolutely misguided. It's always wonderful to celebrate the achievements of the IR community, and that's especially true during such an abnormal time when it feels like the world has flipped upside down. So whether you're a winner, a sponsor, or an enthusiastic viewer, I hope to catch up with you today using the networking tool later on, and I hope that you enjoy today's show. Now, these awards recognise the achievements of our nominees and winners during 2020, from ESG to investor events, financial reporting to social media. And on behalf of everyone at IR Magazine, I would like to say a real congratulations to all of our nominees and winners. Thank you also to all of our sponsors. We continue to be heartened by your support. And finally, thank you to our judges who presided over the award by nomination categories this year. It can be challenging to select winners during normal years, but it was especially hard this time around. I think every single company, for instance, could have filed a nomination for Best Crisis Management. So thank you so much to our judges, Colleen Johnson, Janet Craig, and Lorne Gorber, for your thoughtful deliberations. Now to our audience, I hope that you can all pour yourself a drink, enjoy the show, and celebrate the wonderful achievement of our winners. As a Northern California resident, I'm enjoying a glass of natural red wine. So cheers to you all, and have a great night.
Please welcome TMX Group's Global Head of Client Success, Tanya Roundtree.
Thank you for that introduction and welcome everyone. TMX Group is once again proud to sponsor the IR Magazine Awards. And for the second year in a row, we are reaching you virtually. Wow, what a year this has been. Public companies are engaging with shareholders in dramatically different ways these days, and demands from stakeholders are high. Meanwhile, regulatory burdens and regulatory scrutiny has intensified, as has shareholder activism. And against that backdrop, investor relations departments are continually striving to serve the interests of their organizations as well as their shareholders. And tonight we are here to celebrate excellence in investor relations. In a year that's been defined by many challenges, at TMX we've remained committed to delivering on our key initiatives to support the growth and success of our issuers. Whether it was advocating for positive policy change, easing regulatory burdens, or providing critical capital markets education and mentorship to public company executives, the TMX Company Services team is here to support your growth. You can access our Learning Academy website, offering hundreds of on-demand videos, podcasts, and resources, or our ESG 101 website, or you can take advantage of working with our dedicated relationship management team to learn more about our complimentary Growth Accelerator program, or even our newly launched complimentary Corporate Access program. Our team is here to support your success, so please pop by our table tonight or reach out in the coming days, weeks, or months. And with that, let's get the true festivities started. On behalf of all of us at TMX Group, congratulations to all of the individuals and companies who are nominated with this well-deserved recognition. Congratulations and good luck to each of you, and let's have a great night.
Please welcome to your screens the host for the afternoon, IR Magazine's editor-at-large, Laurie Havelock.
Hello and good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us virtually for the 2021 IR Magazine Awards. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Laurie Havelock, and lucky for you viewers, you're going to be seeing an awful lot of me this afternoon. I really can't believe either that it's our second year hosting our awards virtually. Here's to hoping that next year we get to celebrate at last in person together with an evening of delicious food and wine and other drinks at the Ritz-Carlton Toronto. And despite that not being possible this year, we've done our very best to bring the awards ceremony to you today, wherever you're joining us from, and we hope you enjoy all that's to come later. Just before we get off to the really good stuff, I want to make sure we all know exactly what it takes to win an IR Magazine award, and we can detail a little bit about how each of today's winners has been chosen. So first up, we have IR Magazine's long-standing researched awards, which have been running globally for more than 30 years. And I'm sure many of you are familiar with our process here. But let me just tell you that today's nominees and winners are determined by hundreds of analysts and investors from across Canada. We ask them to cast their votes via electronic and telephone surveys. The investment community is not given any shortlist to choose from whatsoever. The research survey is completely open, and the voting process too is completely open, which means that every publicly listed company across Canada is eligible to be put forward for an award. Then an external research firm analyses the survey results, and the companies with the highest combined scores make up today's shortlists. So given the extensive outreach here, it's really a great honour just to be nominated, let alone to win one of these awards. Then, on the other hand, we have our more recently established awards by nomination categories, and these have really grown to be increasingly popular among our audience as the years go by. And these categories allowed individuals and companies to nominate themselves for recognition in various aspects of their investor relations. And to decide today's winners in these categories, the editorial team at IR Magazine developed a shortlist of the top candidates from across all the submissions we received. We then sent these shortlists on to a panel of esteemed judges to review. And armed with tally sheets, presentations, reports, notes, probably a couple of cups of coffee and a great deal of patience, the judges convene to decide the winner for each of these categories after that. So I'm sure you'll want to join me in recognising all of this year's judges and thanking them for taking time out of their very, very busy schedules, even in this virtual world, to make all of this happen. So join me in thanking Janet Craig, Executive Director of Investor Relations at Deloitte, who also happens to be the 2020 Lifetime Achievement winner. Congratulations, Janet. Lorne Gorber, formerly CGI. Colleen Johnston, the former CFO of TD Bank. And finally, IR Magazine's very own editor, my colleague Ben Ashwell. A virtual round of applause for all of you. Now, for our ceremony this afternoon, there are 27 awards to present. Yes, I did say 27. Let me take you through how things are going to work so I don't have to repeat myself. I'm going to be announcing each category and introducing the award partner for each of these categories. They will in turn read out the nominees and finally reveal the much anticipated winner. And in efforts to keep the element of surprise going just a little bit longer, IR Magazine has asked all of our nominees today to submit an acceptance speech video ahead of the ceremony taking place. So once the winner has been revealed, that will be the first time that the corresponding acceptance speech will be played on your screen, and the first time, of course, that the winner knows who exactly has won. So keep an eye out, as it could be yours. Once again, just to remind you, we're sadly not able to hand out the awards in person this year. IR Magazine instead is going to be mailing out these well-earned golden IR trophies, along with champagne and a box full of surprise gifts from the awards partners, and they're going to go straight to the winners. And with that said, on behalf of IR Magazine, I'd like to thank all of today's partners. Special thanks goes to the official champagne partner, Agnico Eagle Mines, who provided special bottles of champagne for all of today's winners. And I don't know if this comes direct from Agnico Eagle, but of course we're celebrating a little bit ourselves here too. And of course, not to mention the support of all of our partners this afternoon, without whom this virtual event really wouldn't be possible. That goes for the in-person event, and it goes, I think, almost doubly for the amount of logistics and resources we have to put into making this work virtually. So thank you to them too. And finally, last of all, to add a little bit of fun to proceedings today, we're asking you all to send in a photo to show us exactly how you are celebrating this afternoon. There are going to be prizes for the best dressed viewer, so do get tweeting using the hashtag IR Awards, or if you prefer to keep it off social media, and we know that IROs are a little bit picky when it comes to that, you can email your photos to the address being shown in the chat box right now. Your photos are going to be shown throughout the presentation, and then at the end of the show we will be announcing our winner. So make sure you stick around to see if you've won there, and in the meantime, get snapping. Without any further ado, let's get on with the awards. Well then, let's kick off this afternoon's proceedings by looking at the awards by nomination categories first. Let me just remind you, these were all scored and decided for by our panel of judges. And the first of these is the award for Best Crisis Management. And really, given the year we've had, the judges noted that all the nominees here have already gone far above and beyond with dealing with crisis management, to say the very least. And for this particular category, our nominees were sharing details about their crisis-ready plans, the strategies they'd implemented, and finally, and crucially, how the IR team's actions successfully protected and restored shareholder value. Let me hand over now to the first of many partners this afternoon to tell us more about this award, the nominees, and, of course, announce the very first winner of the afternoon. Over to you.
Hello and good evening. My name is Agnes Watson, the CEO of Stock Perks, a new company that's reimagining how corporates engage with their retail shareholders. It is my absolute pleasure and delight tonight to present the award for Best Crisis Management. And boy, we've had some of that going on. The nominees are the Altius Group, Boralex, Cenovus Energy, Roots Canada, and Sun Life Financial. And the winner is Roots Canada. Huge congratulations to the team. Well done.
I'm thrilled to be accepting this award on behalf of Roots Corporation, a proud moment for a still relative newbie on the public company block. This award is a symbol of cross-functional teamwork at its best and recognition of a group of people who are deeply passionate about an iconic Canadian brand and incredibly committed to supporting one another. I want to wish a big congratulations not only to the other companies who are up for an award, but also everyone here tonight. 2020 was a challenging year. Congrats for finding your way through. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Congratulations to today's very first winner of many, Roots Canada. And as Kristin mentions, 2020 has been such a challenging year all round, really. So congrats is in order for everybody here this afternoon, whether a nominee or, of course, one of our winners. And speaking of winners, let's move on to our next awards by nomination category, which is for Best ESG Reporting and is presented by our partners, Works Design. The demand for companies to inform investors about the range of environmental, social and governance risks and opportunities continues to grow. So ESG has actually prevailed once again as our most popular awards category to enter. Let me hand over to Works Design's Director of Sustainability, Wesley Gee, to do the honours of telling us who's won this award. Wesley, over to you.
Welcome to IR Magazine's Canada Awards Gala. I'm Wesley Gee, Director of Sustainability at the Works Design Communications, a Canadian design and advisory studio based in Toronto, working with many top brands across North America to develop award-winning financial, ESG, and integrated reporting, support targeted stakeholder engagement, and strengthen corporate communication and digital strategy. We're delighted to once again be sponsoring IR Magazine's Canada Awards Gala, especially its ESG award. We've been really impressed not only with the role that IR Magazine continues to play in encouraging new thinking and best practices in ESG, but also how this space has been changing through the use and collaborative approach to global standards, the more widespread uptake and greater sophistication of integrated reporting and communication, and the role that vision and purpose are playing in how companies determine and articulate value creation for a wider group of influential stakeholders. The companies nominated for the ESG Reporting Award are those who are demonstrating leadership in areas such as their board and executive governance, targets and performance, and transparency, ensuring how they're adapting under adversity. These companies include, in alphabetical order, Aecon Group, ARC Resources, BMO Financial Group, Cenovus Energy, Royal Bank of Canada, and TD Bank Group. And the winner of the award for Best ESG Reporting is TD Bank Group. Congratulations.
Hi, my name's Rachel Guthrie, and on behalf of TD Bank Group, I'm delighted to accept this award. Congratulations to all the other companies in the category of Best ESG Reporting in Canada. 2020 has been quite a year. We're seeing increased global demand for high quality, consistent, comparable, decision-useful metrics for investors. We're also seeing many different reporting frameworks pledge to work together to make that happen. TD has a long-time commitment to transparent and high-quality ESG reporting, and I'd like to thank the team that puts this together every year, along with our partners in legal and investor relations who provide support and guidance along the way. I wish we could be there in person to raise a glass and celebrate with you all. Stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. It's great to hear from you, and congratulations once again to TD Bank Group, who I believe have been winning this award in Canada since it was introduced 2 years ago. Moving on then, we have the award for Best Investor Event, and perhaps unsurprisingly, all of this year's nominations had a unanimous focus on virtual events. Many of our nominees detailed how they had to quickly pivot from in-person arrangements to something that was purely in the virtual world. And of course, we at IR Magazine know a thing or two about that, and it's testament really to the team here that we have such a better setup than we did for some of our events, which were being beamed directly from my bedroom, a slightly less glamorous setup. Over to our awards partner then here to tell us the nominees and of course the winner.
Hello from beautiful Calgary, Alberta. I'm Dean Nogler, Vice President, Corporate and Shareholder Services at Olympia Trust Company. We are thrilled to be supporting the IR Magazine Awards for 2021, and I'm honored to be presenting the award for Best Investor Event. The nominees are BMO Financial Group, Hydro One, Nutrien, and Real Matters. And the winner is Nutrien. Congratulations to the Nutrien team from everyone at Olympia Trust Company.
Hi, I'm Richard Downey, VP of Investor Relations for Nutrien. On behalf of the whole company and the IR team, I'd like to accept this award. Thank you very much. Major investor events are a lot of work, not only for the IR team, but for the whole company, including senior management. And this was a real team effort. So thank you. Have a good evening.
Congratulations both to Richard and all of the team at Nutrien. On to our next award then. This is for the Best IR during a corporate transaction and is presented by Donnelly Financial Solutions. Our judges here were looking for stories about how IR teams went above and beyond to support a recent corporate transaction and subsequently gain approval from key shareholders and other stakeholders. And really, there was a clear winner in mind for the entire panel, but I won't spoil the surprise. Just let me hand over to someone who's going to tell us who the nominees are. It's DFIN's Director of Global Capital Markets, Brittany McKenzie. Brittany, over to you.
The nominees for Best IR during a corporate transaction are Boralex, Endeavour Mining, Intact Financial, and Sun Life. The winner is Intact Financial.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm humbled and honored to accept the award for Best IR during a corporate transaction on behalf of everyone at Intact. Our acquisition of RSA is the largest one we've ever done, and we expect it to drive significant value for all stakeholders, including customers, employees, and shareholders. Getting to the announcement took countless hours of hard work by teams and people across Intact, and they all deserve a round of applause. Now, we're all working very diligently on the integration planning, and we very much look forward to welcoming all of our RSA colleagues into the Intact family in the coming months. Congrats to the nominees, and thank you to the IR Magazine. Take care, and all the best. Cheers.
A hearty congratulations and well done to Intact Financial Corporation for winning that award for the best IR during a corporate transaction. Just before we move on to the rest of this first tranche of awards, let me give you a quick reminder to send in your photos to be in a chance with winning our Best Viewer Photo competition. You can, as I said before, submit these via Twitter, or if you prefer, you can simply email them to the address that is being shown in the chat box right about now. We will show your photos during our first break, which is coming up very shortly. So there's still time now to get snapping and make sure you are seen by our audience at home. Let's turn now to the award for the best IR website, presented by our partner EQS Group. And the IR website really is the key port of access to a company's IR team. I've heard it described as a window into the soul of a company before, and today's nominees really are the very best in their class. Let me hand over to our partner's Managing Director, Marco Goldberg, to find out who the nominees are and, of course, who the winner of this category is.
Thank you. On behalf of EQS Group, I am honored to present to you the winner of this year's IR Magazine Canada Awards in the category of Best IR Website. The nominees are Acon Group, ARC Resources, Hydro One, Royal Bank of Canada, and WSP. And the winner of this year's award is WSP. Congratulations.
Hi, this is Anne-Marie Ferrara, Director of Global Digital Platforms here at WSP Global. We are thrilled to be selected as the winner of IR Magazine's Top IR Website in 2021. This amazing accolade would not be possible without the global digital, global communications, and IR teams here at WSP Global. Together, we collaborate, we are passionate, we are dedicated, we challenge each other in order to bring forward the best solution possible to WSP.com and all of our stakeholders. Finally, I would like to thank WSP Global in terms of providing the framework of values, culture, and opportunity to ultimately make this amazing award possible. We are humbled, and we look forward to continuing to bring the very best in the years to come. I congratulate all the nominees and all the winners, and thank you again.
Congratulations to Anne-Marie and the team at WSP. Let's move on to our penultimate awards by nomination category. This is for the best use of technology and social media for IR, and this award is proudly presented, and who better to present it than Q4. And this category really looked at all kinds of technological, cutting-edge solutions for IR, which offered heightened investor and analyst engagement, particularly profound, of course, in the past year that we've had. I am delighted to hand over to Q4's CEO, Daryl Heaps, who knows a thing or two about social media and technology. Daryl, please take to the screen.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Daryl Heaps. I'm the founder and CEO of Q4, and it's my pleasure to join you here all this evening. Big thanks to IR Magazine for holding the second IR Magazine virtual event. And hopefully, as we're in the kind of final stretch here, it feels with COVID, that we'll be able to all get together soon, maybe next year, and do this in real life and not just virtual. But on that note, it's my pleasure today to give away the award for the best use of technology and social media in IR. And the nominees are ARC Resources, Endeavor Silver Corporation, Regulus Resources, and Teranga Gold Corporation. And the winner is Endeavor Silver Corporation. Congratulations, Endeavor, for being the company that uses technology and social media the best in IR. Thanks very much again to IR Magazine, and hope everyone stays safe, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Have a great night, everyone. Cheers.
Hi everyone, I'm very excited to accept this award. It's an honor to be recognized by IR Magazine and the IR community. During 2020, especially with the onset of COVID-19, my role function needed to find creative ways to effectively interact with an evolving marketplace. So we restructured the entire program and incorporated the use of technology and what I like to call digital everything to elevate our messaging and positioning. For me, it's really important to get creative. The world is changing. The way we communicate with one another is changing. So it's important to try new things and see what works and continue to innovate with new ideas. And I always look to other industries for inspiration. I do strongly believe that the value in corporate communications will continue to be derived from digital marketing, even more so going forward, as digitization will continue to be a dominating and growing theme. Once again, thank you, and I hope everyone has a nice awards evening in this virtual format, but I certainly hope that we can have a toast in person next year. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Galina. Great to hear from you, and congratulations once more to all of the team at Endeavour Silver Corporation. We've got just one more award to go until we take a short break, and we're going to be running through all of your best viewer photos which have come in so far. So do get those in while you still can. But before then, we have our much anticipated Rising Star Award. This category really aims to celebrate the IR talent of tomorrow who can bring fresh thinking and a unique approach to the profession. Presenting this award is Andre Sinkmas, the Managing Director of Lumi Canada. Andre, please do the honors for this category.
Bonjour everyone. I am Andre Sinkmas, Managing Director of Lumi Canada. And I am delighted to have the honor of presenting the Rising Star Award this evening. As you may know, Lumi runs AGMs for many organizations here this evening. And I have been lucky enough to work with several of the nominees in this category. And any one of them would be a worthy winner. However, there can only be one winner. So the nominees are, from Endeavour Silver Corporation, Galina Manager. From George Weston, Tara Spears. From Hydro One, Omar Chaved. From Parkland Corporation, Brad Monaco. And from WSP, Quentin Weber. And the winner is Galina Manager from Endeavour Silver Corporation. Congratulations, and we'll have a glass of champagne to celebrate. Very well deserved. Have a nice evening.
Hi everyone, I'm very excited to accept this award. It's an honor to be recognized by IR Magazine and the IR community. So for us at Endeavour Silver, the overarching theme in 2020 has been unity in adversity. Yes, with that I'm referring to the challenges that we saw on a global level, but also for us on a company level as we completed an operational turnaround that was years in the making. And in doing so, our share price performance and our valuations improved significantly throughout the year as we delivered stronger financial performance through higher revenue, cash flow, and earnings. That in itself was a very powerful message. So we pulled every lever possible in 2020 to maximize our investor outreach, whether that be prospecting for new investors, maintaining regular dialogue with current investors, and providing transparent messaging and access to management at all times throughout the year. This award means a lot to me, and I would like to say that delivering an award-winning IR program is a team effort. So I would definitely like to extend all of my gratitude to the entire leadership team at Endeavour Silver for all of their hard work and guidance and support along the way. Thank you again, and cheers.
Well, there we go, a second win and appearance in a row from Galina this afternoon. And that's before we even mention what a fantastic achievement it is to be recognised by the judges as this year's Rising Star. I wonder if we'll have any more double wins today. You'll have to wait and see. Well done also to all of this year's awards by nomination winners. IR Magazine really appreciates the effort that goes into submitting an entry. Some of those award packs are really, fantastic testaments to the work that those teams have done. And we also can't mention the awards by nomination categories without once more thanking our judging panel, who made a fantastic selection, I'm sure you'll agree, both of nominees and winners. So, now feels like a good time to take a couple of minutes before we move on to the next set of awards. Please do take this opportunity to top up your glasses. Remember, of course, there's no queue at the bar in a virtual event. You're free to choose whatever beverage you would like to consume. Snap a photo for us if you've got a chance for the best viewer photo competition, and you can get tweeting using hashtag IR Awards, where you can make comments about the award hosts' get up, among other things, whatever you'd like to well wishes you'd like to send us at IR Magazine. And if you're not a Twitter user, that's fine. You can also email your photos to the address being shown in the chat box right about now. Stay tuned and we'll be right back in just a few minutes. Welcome back, everyone. Well, I trust the queue at the bar wasn't too bad and you've had time to fill up your glasses. We're going to be turning to our awards by research categories, and the first of these is for the best financial reporting. The partners for this award are Crabe Design and Communications, and I'm delighted to welcome to your screens their president, Courtney Crabe, who is going to do the usual duties of running through the nominees and telling us, of course, who has won. Over to you, Courtney.
Hello everyone, and greetings from the Crabe studio again. We are thrilled to present the award for Best Financial Reporting. The nominees this year are Agnico Eagle Mines, ARC Resources, Canadian Natural Resources, Enbridge, Lundin Mining Corporation, and Suncor Energy. The envelope, please. And the winner is Suncor Energy. Congratulations.
Hello IR Magazine, and to all the nominees attending this exciting event. I am very honored to be accepting the award for Best Financial Reporting on behalf of the finance team at Suncor. Our goal as a finance team is not only to comply with regulatory requirements, but more importantly, we strive to provide meaningful and transparent information that's relevant to our external stakeholder groups. And for this reason, it means so much to us to be recognized by the IR community. I'd like to start by thanking IR Magazine for hosting this event and for all the effort put into making it happen virtually. To our executive leadership team, thank you for your guidance and your vision. Thank you to Mark Little, our President and CEO, and Alistair Cohen, our CFO, for their steadfast leadership through this unprecedented year. Thank you to our IR team of Trevor Bell, Kate Charlton, and Mohammed Usman for this wonderful partnership that we have and for shaping our messaging through what was a challenging year for our industry. Thank you to our legal team, our communications team, and all the various finance and accounting teams across Suncor who help support this process every quarter. And last but not least, thank you to the external reporting team, including accounting policy, consolidations, and financial reporting, who work so hard every quarter to get this done. We always say it takes a small village to complete these documents, and I'm so proud of what we were able to achieve this year. I'd like to end by congratulating all the nominees in this category. It is such an honor to be part of this remarkable group of companies, and I accept this award gratefully on behalf of the Suncor team.
Congratulations to Jen Kim and the small village at Suncor Energy. On to our very next award. This is for the Best Corporate Governance and Disclosure and is presented by Laurel Hill Advisory Group. Laurel Hill, great name. To tell us who the nominees are here, I'm delighted to hand over to their Senior Vice President, Der Allen. Der, over to you.
Despite what is happening around us all, it is great to be able to come together, although virtually, to recognize and celebrate those who stood out in 2020. So without further ado, the following nominees for Best Corporate Governance and Disclosure are Canadian Natural Resources, CN, Fortis, Suncor Energy, and TC Energy Corporation. And the winner for Best Corporate Governance and Disclosure is CN. Congratulations, CN, from the Laurel Hill team.
So good evening, everybody. I'm extremely honored to receive this award, which showcases CN's leadership in corporate governance. So delivering responsibly is at the heart of how CN is building for a sustainable future. I am especially proud that CN continues to set ambitious goals, including an advisory vote on our climate action plan at the upcoming AGM in April. So thank you very much and have a great rest of the evening.
Very well done to CN on their win. I think one of my very first assignments as a fresh-faced IR Magazine reporter was in fact interviewing CN for one of our investor perception studies, so it's great to see they're still doing the good work there. This next award is for the Best IR by a Canadian company in the US market. This award is proudly presented by Intrado Digital Media. I'm going to hand over to Intrado's president, Ben Choder, to do the honors of announcing our winner here.
Hello everyone, I'm Ben Choder, president of Intrado Digital Media. It is nice to celebrate with all of you virtually and to be part of this year's award gala. I am very pleased to present the award for Best IR by a Canadian company in the US market. And the nominees, you ready? Everyone ready for the nominees? Nominees are Air Canada, Canadian Pacific Railway, Cascade, CN, and Nanu One Materials Corp. All right, let me go look at, see who won. And the winner is CN. Congratulations, CN, and all the nominees. Hopefully, CN, you're at home, your team is at home, enjoying some champagne like I will be doing in a couple minutes. Thank you.
So good evening, everybody. And first off, thank you very much to IR Magazine for organizing this event. I know, unfortunately, again this year we're doing it virtual, but I definitely look forward to seeing all of you next year at the event. So very pleased to get this award. As many of you know, CN has a pretty big presence in the US, whether from a shareholder perspective, but also from the sell-side community. So definitely this is a great recognition, and I'm extremely pleased to receive this award. So thank you very much, and have a great rest of the evening.
Congratulations to CN. I knew you were born winners there. That's the second win and appearance from Paul this afternoon. Glad to see you're carrying on well. Now, let's move on to the next set of Best in Sector awards, for which OTC Markets Group are the award partners. When IROs and senior management are looking to improve, they tend to turn first towards companies in their own sector. And these awards categories, therefore, are a great way to benchmark performance, as each nominee is a model of best practice within their respective field. So let's run through these. First up for the sector awards, we have the communications category. I'm delighted to hand over to Jason Pouchowitz, the Director and EVP of Corporate Services for OTC Markets Group. Jason, please do us the honor of announcing the nominees and revealing our very first sector winner.
And the nominees for Best in Sector Communications are BCE, Rogers Communications, and TELUS. And the winner is Rogers Communications. Congratulations.
Hi everyone, hope you and your families are safe and doing well. On behalf of Rogers Management, Corporate Reporting, and Corporate Communications teams, I want to thank the investors and analysts for their consideration in awarding Rogers this wonderful recognition. As we all know, successful IR programs are a reflection of a great team effort and are dependent on the culture and commitment for transparency as established by our CEOs and CFOs. Joe Natale and Tony Staffieri at Rogers have always been committed to a very candid and transparent approach with shareholders, and analysts and employees in good times and bad times, and this makes the IR team's work much easier to execute. However, far more important than the work all of us did in adapting IR from an in-person to a virtual function in 2020, I would like to acknowledge the efforts we saw across the country by companies, institutions, volunteers, not-for-profits, and our healthcare workers in responding to the unprecedented environment we have been dealing with. As we have either felt personally or have seen through instances in every part of the country, the COVID-19 pandemic has been tragic and devastating to so many families, small businesses, and the communities we live in. I have always said IROs are in a very privileged position, so let's use whatever influence we may have to not only continue to make our profession better, but to also make our country and society a better place as well. So on behalf of the entire Rogers team, thanks again for this recognition, and stay safe.
Congratulations to Rogers Communications, I think the clue might be in the name there, for winning our first Best in Sector award this afternoon. Let's move on now to the next sector award. This time it's for consumer discretionary and consumer staples. Presenting this category once again is Jason Pouchowitz of OTC Markets Group. Jason, it's back to you.
For Best in Sector Consumer Discretionary and Consumer Staples, the nominees are BRP, Canadian Tire Corporation, Dollarama, and Empire Company. And the winner is BRP. Congratulations.
Good evening. On behalf of BRP, it is really a great honor to be given this award for Best in Sector. We are truly happy to see that the hard work of the whole BRP team and the progress we've made with our IR program is being appreciated. We'd like to thank all of our shareholders for this recognition and IR Magazine for putting this event together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Philippe. It's great to see you, and well done to you and all the team at BRP. Let's move on to the next sector award, this time for energy. And I'm delighted to once again hand over the screen to OTC Markets Group. Jason, please, once more, do the honors.
And for Best in Sector Energy, the nominees are Canadian Natural Resources, Enbridge, Gibson Energy, Suncor Energy, and TC Energy Corporation. And the winner is Suncor Energy. Congratulations.
On behalf of Suncor Energy, I'd like to thank the IR Magazine for hosting this event, the individuals that took the time to vote, and all those nominated in the Best in Sector Energy category. At Suncor Energy, open, transparent information disclosure is an essential part of our values and purpose as a company. We want to engage with our shareholders and our other stakeholders in a continuous manner, ensuring that everyone understands our strategic direction, our progress, our results, and indeed our challenges. Our nominations for the various categories of these IR awards is direct feedback to us that we're succeeding in that objective, although I would always say there's room for improvement. We appreciate your feedback. Please don't stop giving it to us, and thank you again for this nomination and award.
Cheers, Alistair. Good to see you too. Well done to the Suncor Energy team again on a double win. We're only halfway through the afternoon so far, and we already have a hat trick of double winners. Looks like a bumper year. So let's stay with the Best in Sector categories. We're going to be taking a look now at the financials and real estate sector. And once more, as a reminder, OTC Markets Group are the award partners for the entire host of Best in Sector categories today. So you all know the drill by now. Let's hand over once again to Jason.
The nominees for Best in Sector Financials and Real Estate are BMO Financial Group, Intact Financial Corporation, National Bank of Canada, Scotiabank, and TD Bank Group. And the winner is, a tie, BMO Financial and TD Bank. Congratulations.
Thank you to IR Magazine, our investors, and our analysts. It is my great honor to accept this award on behalf of the BMO Investor Relations team. Our top priority is to build trust with our stakeholders in the investor community. That trust is never more important than when you are faced with a crisis. And the pandemic was certainly the biggest crisis we and the industry have had to overcome. From those early days in March and all through the changes and challenges in the coming months, this team came together to respond to critical questions, coordinate access to management, develop new COVID-related financial disclosures, and they communicated with consistency and integrity, while at the same time managing through their own personal adversities. They also executed an incredibly successful investor event, virtually. Our bank was not alone in rising to these new challenges, and I am so grateful for the strong and collaborative relationships amongst our peer IR colleagues. I'm so proud to be leading this team, Suki, Bill, Elma, Natalie, Catherine, Jing, Kate, Wemi, and our newest members, Rashmi and Tyler. You bring a positive attitude to every new challenge and support each other to be successful. I am only sad that we are not able to celebrate this exciting moment together. Thank you again to IR Magazine for this incredible recognition.
Thank you. It's an honor to accept the award for Best in Sector on behalf of TD Bank senior executives, the IR team, and all of our partners across the bank who help us deliver the IR program. We want to thank the analyst and investor community. If we're winning an award like this, it must mean you think we're doing a good job, and that's partly because of the great dialogue we have with all of you. And we want to recognize our peer group. This is such a fantastic sector to work in. We've always worked closely together, but never more so than this extraordinary year. So an award like this is really something that reflects on the whole sector. And finally, I want to thank IR Magazine. This is always a special night of the year. It's too bad we can't do it in person, but as Barrett always says at TD, we're finding new ways to be together, so I'd like to thank IR Magazine for doing that for the IR community this year.
Well, there we go. A huge congratulations to BMO Financial Group and TD Bank Group, our first joint winners this year. We're really keeping that dual theme going along. That's also 2 awards that TD Bank have scooped up tonight, to making them the 4th double winner of the afternoon. There's something in the twos. Let me just take this opportunity once again to encourage all of you at home to tweet your photos using hashtag IR Awards, or of course to email them over via the address in the chat box. We've had some fantastic ones through already. I'm sure you saw some of them in our break just now. We're going to be announcing the winner, of course, of the Best Viewer Photo competition at the end of the show. So do stay tuned and keep them coming. I think I've given Jason long enough to recover. We're going to move on to the category for the industrial sector, where we're looking at the companies shortlisted before finding out who has won the award. Jason, I hope you're ready. You're up once more.
For Best in Sector Industrials, the nominees are Aecon Group, Canadian Pacific Railway, CN, and WSP. And the winner is Canadian Pacific Railway. Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Krista Brunn, and I'm the Managing Director of Investor Relations at CP. Thank you to IR Magazine for the award for Best in Sector for Industrials. We faced some tough competition with some great IR teams. Congratulations to all of the nominees, and thank you for this award.
And there we are. Thank you and congratulations from us at IR Magazine to you at Canadian Pacific Railway. So really, we should stop cutting back to me before now. I think Jason has got as much of this gig as I do. Let's hand it back over to him to present the next sector award for materials.
Moving right along, next up is Best in Sector Materials. And the nominees are Agnico Eagle Mines, Alamos Gold, Hudbay Minerals, London Mining Corporation, and Transcontinental. And the winner is Agnico Eagle Mines. Congratulations on your win.
Hello, I'd like to thank Investor Relations Magazine for the recognition of Best IR in the materials space. And a lot of hard work. It's been a challenging year, but it was a pleasure to get out and engage our shareholders in this space. And once again, thank you very much for the acknowledgement and recognition.
Congratulations to Agnico Eagle Mines, who has been scooping up that award for over half a decade now. Really goes to show the hard work and persistence of their IR team for retaining their title all these years. Sean, it's great to see you as well. Congratulations. Right, we're on to the penultimate Best in Sector award, which is for the technology sector. Jason, over to you once more.
And the penultimate sector award, technology. The nominees are Descartes Systems Group, Lightspeed, Shopify, and Thomson Reuters. And the winner is Shopify. Congratulations on your victory.
Hello, investor relations brethren. Greetings from snowy Ottawa, the most underrated national capital in the world. Our team is really pleased to be receiving this Best in Tech Award for IR. If our best work, which this team does day in and day out, is best among all the hardworking tech IR teams in Canada, that is really saying something. There are some real high flyers in IR in this virtual room. I'm really proud of the work we have done, given the unconventional nature of our company and the complexity of the business at Shopify. It's not shrinkable into a handy soundbite, but we've managed to help enough investors get it that we have earned a trusted place with them. So this award makes us happy. Thank you so much, and we look forward to being with you again IRL in the not too distant future.
Thanks, Katie, and thank you to all the team at Shopify. Congratulations to you once more, and we will join you in crossing our fingers that we'll be able to return to real-life events in 2022 and finally have that drink together. Finally, We've arrived at our last sector award of the afternoon. Let me just take this opportunity to thank OTC Markets Group for partnering with the Best in Sector Awards, and a special thank you and really recognition of his hosting skills goes to Jason for presenting 8 awards in a row. I think if I'm ever out of a job, Jason will be the one picking it up pretty quickly, and it's definitely time for a well-deserved drink after this last category for both of us. So, for the final time, Jason, please do us the honours of revealing our nominees and our winner for this Best in Sector award.
And the last sector award is utilities. The nominees are Brookfield Infrastructure Partners, Brookfield Renewable Partners, Capital Power, and Fortis. And the winner of this final sector award is Fortis. Congratulations on your victory.
First, I'd like to thank IR Magazine for the honor of this recognition, along with the rest of the nominees. We have a top-notch investor relations team that's really focused on telling our story and getting it out with transparency and access to our investors. Even in the middle of a pandemic, I couldn't be more proud of that group. We hope you're all staying safe, and we really hope and look forward to seeing you all next year doing this live.
Very well done to Fortis and to all of today's Best in Sector award winners. It really is, like I said earlier, a fantastic achievement to be recognised as the top company in your sector by the investment community themselves, who of course vote in our IR Magazine research survey. So next up we have a slight change in tact. We have the awards for the Best Senior Management Team. We're going to be starting with those nominees from small cap companies first of all, and presenting this first award is TMX Group. So I'm going to hand over to their Head of Company Services, Caroline Hunter. Please, Caroline, do us the honours, tell us who are the best management teams for doing IR at small cap companies.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Caroline Hunter. I'm Head of Company Services at TMX. It is my absolute pleasure to join you this evening to introduce the nominees for Best IR by a senior management team in the small cap category. So without further ado, the nominees are Alan Hogg, CFO, and Mario Plourde, CEO, Cascades. Steve Douglas, CFO, and Peter Kukielski, CEO, Hudbay Minerals. Derek Evans, CEO, and Eric Taves, CFO, MEG Energy Corp. Darren G., CEO, and Kathy Turgeon, CFO, Pado Exploration and Development Corp. Michael Hearn, CFO, and Brian Laverne, CEO, Storm Resources. And the winner is Steve Douglas, CFO, and Peter Kukielski, CEO of Hudbay Minerals. Congratulations.
Thank you for this honor. I know I can safely say on behalf of the management team that it's always nice to be acknowledged for one's efforts, especially during an unprecedented year like 2020. Like many others, we adapted, we responded, and we learned a lot over the year, not without a few IT glitches along the way, of course. Above all, we felt that transparency was key, so we are delighted that our messages and hard work appear to have been well received. Our efforts are, of course, rooted in our values of dignity and respect, caring, openness, and trustworthiness, so this award is truly valued by us. We have a hugely talented team, and we are proud to have been able to showcase it to investors and the investor relations community. So from all of us at Hudbay, thank you very much.
Congratulations to Hudbay Minerals and their senior management team, of course. Let's move on to the award for Best IR by a senior management team in a mid-cap company. Presenting this category is Scotiabank. Let's hand over to their Managing Director and Head of Global Corporate Access, Karen Couldry. Karen, please take it away.
Good evening. It's my pleasure on behalf of IR Magazine and Scotiabank
to present the award for the best IR from a senior management team in the mid-cap space. This year's nominees are Jose Boisjoli and Sébastien Martel from BRP, Alan Brett and Edward Ryan from Descartes Systems Group, Sean Brown and Steve Spalding from Gibson Energy, Marie Inkster and Jin Hee Maggie from Lundin Mining Corporation, Bob Espy and Marcel Tunisen from Parkland Corporation. And the winner is Sean Brown and Steve Spalding from Gibson Energy. Congratulations.
First off, on behalf of Steve and myself, let me say that we very much hope that everyone and their families are doing okay through these challenging times. Also, a big thank you to IR Magazine for hosting these awards again this year in the virtual format. In accepting this award, we would like to acknowledge the great work being done on the IR front by all the management teams shortlisted for this award, especially in the context of COVID, creating challenges for every management team, in particular, ensuring the safety of all their staff through the pandemic. For Gibson, this award is very much a testament to the transformation we have achieved over the last 3 years, and in that sense, reflective of the efforts made by each and every one of our employees. Again, Steve and I are very honored to receive this award and would like to thank our investors, our analysts, and all other supporters of Gibson Energy. We would wish everyone the best and are looking forward to hopefully attending this event in person next year. Stay safe, and thanks again.
Thank you, Sean, and well done to you and the senior management team at Gibson Energy. So, next up, you'll have guessed it by now, we have the award for Best IR by a senior management team in a large cap company. CIBC World Markets are the partners for this award, so I'm very pleased to hand over to their Managing Director and Head of Research, Georgia Anton. Georgia, please tell us who's won this award.
Good evening. My name is Georgia Anton, and I'm Head of Research at CIBC. Tonight, it is my honor to announce the nominees and the winner of the Best IR by a Senior Management Team Large Cap. The nominees are Sean Boyd, CEO, and Dave Smith, CFO, Agnico Eagle Mines, Keith Creel, CEO, and Nadeem Vellani, CFO, Canadian Pacific Railway, Jacques Rouet, CEO, and Ghislain Houle, CFO of CN Rail, Michael Dilger, CEO, and Scott Burrows, CFO, Pembina Pipeline, and Francois Poirier, CEO, and Donald Marchand, CFO of TC Energy Corp. And the winner of the Best IR by a Senior Management Team Large Cap is Keith Creel, CEO, and Nadeem Vellani, CFO, Canadian Pacific Railway. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
Hi, my name is Krista Brunn. I'm the Managing Director of Investor Relations at CP. I'm honored to accept this award from IR Magazine for Best Senior Management Team on behalf of Mr. Creel and Mr. Vellani. I'm truly privileged as an IRO to work for a senior management team that understands their roles and responsibilities in a successful IR campaign, and we're honored by this award. Thank you.
Very well done to Canadian Pacific Railway on yet another award, the 5th double win of the afternoon. I'm putting in mind of the Tottenham Hotspur side from 1961. What an achievement. Moving on to our Lifetime Achievement Award then, speaking of achievements. And it's only fitting that we also recognise and honour the veterans of the IR community. And as you may well know, this year's winner is a long-time member on our judging panel. However, I'd like to reassure you that this special award was decided by the team at IR Magazine. Our judging panel were not consulted directly, and it was really hard to overlook such a worthy winner. So, here to introduce the 2021 Lifetime Achievement Award winner is their president and CEO, Dexter John, for Griffin Advisors. Dexter, please do us the honors of telling us about this individual.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dexter John, and I'm the president and CEO of Griffin Advisors. It is my pleasure and honor to present this award to a wonderful human being that is no stranger to the IR Magazine Awards, having received many trophies during her tenure with TD Bank. Our Lifetime Achievement recipient has had an amazing career, in particular 14 years with TD Bank, 10 of those as its CFO. She has made IR a competitive advantage and has stated in the past that at TD, IR meant three things to us: accessibility, responsiveness, and value add to the investor and analyst community. She was committed to ensuring that IR was taken seriously and that those that followed understood the role of the IRO, and that one of the most important skill sets is the ability to listen with neutrality so one can understand how the market views you. Since she retired from TD Bank in 2018, she has continued to stay connected to the investor relations community and demonstrates her financial expertise and strategic insight as board director at Shopify, McCain Foods, Unity Health Toronto, and Q4. I have had the honor and the privilege to see her work firsthand as we were both on the committee to chart the future of corporate governance in Canada. During my time with our recipient on this committee, I have seen her balanced approach, thoughtful demeanor, and her attention to detail. And it does not surprise me that she is a number of IROs that look up to the standard that she has created. Ladies and gentlemen, raise a glass to this year's Lifetime Achievement Award to Ms. Colleen Johnston. Thank you.
And joining us live across the Atlantic this very evening is Colleen herself. Congratulations, Colleen, from all of us here at IR Magazine. We'd love to present you with this Lifetime Achievement Award.
Well, thank you so much. And I am so delighted to receive this incredible recognition. You know, I was appointed the CFO of TD Bank in 2005, and IR was my biggest new challenge. Frankly, I was petrified. Little did I know that IR would be so gratifying and so much fun. It actually became my favorite part of the job. In my early days as CFO, my boss, our CEO, Ed Clark, said something that changed my life. He said, let's make IR a competitive advantage for TD. Let's make IR a competitive advantage for TD. Talk about the power of vision. And why did he want to do that? We had ambitious growth plans. We knew we'd be raising equity, and we needed to deepen the demand for our shares outside of Canada while still nurturing our deep and loyal institutional shareholder base in Canada. So I am very proud of where TD took investor relations in the years that followed. I'd like to quickly share 4 lessons I learned in my 10 years as TD CFO. The first one is this: it's all about the story and storytelling. You know, initially as CFO, I thought the investor community only wanted to drill into the numbers. And that's where I put a lot of my time. But I started to learn that success in IR is about the story, having a good story, telling it consistently well, and of course, delivering results. And being a good storyteller is important. Investors want to understand culture, leadership, and how decisions get made. You know, my second lesson is put yourself in your investor's shoes. Investors and analysts are accountable to their clients and have decided to invest in your company or recommend it. They need you to be honest, open, transparent, and trustworthy in good times and in bad. During the financial crisis, Ed Clark and I decided to double down on IR. We weren't sure where the world was going, but who the heck knew? Being accessible to our investors set us apart from many other companies. The third one is listen to your investors. They have invaluable insights and so much wisdom. But remember, management is running the company, not your investors and analysts. It took me a while to get the balance right on that one. And fourth, and last but not least, every company needs a great IR team. It is worth the investment. And the team needs to be supported to be highly knowledgeable and confident. And it's not just the IR team, it's everyone in your company that supports the IR efforts. In my case, I had an amazing IR team, and I tip my hat to Tim Thompson, Mushtaq Najarali, Rudy Sankovic, Jillian Manning, Kelly Milroy, and so many others on the IR team. Frankly, they were the best in the business, and I owe them a huge debt of gratitude. They made TD so much better, and they made me better. So in my so-called retirement, I am on one of my boards is Q4. They're an incredible Canadian champion providing global cloud-based investor relations and capital market solutions. I love their philosophy. Their purpose is to help their clients achieve their IR goals, giving them a competitive advantage as they compete for capital. It sounds familiar from those wise words of my CEO back in 2005. Everything I believe in. I am also a strong believer that good IR makes companies so much stronger. The work of IR Magazine has elevated everyone's game and truly professionalized IR. I commend you for your incredible leadership. You have made all of us better. Again, sincere thanks for this honor. I am overjoyed to receive this recognition that I share with so many others. Thank you.
Colleen, it's such a pleasure. Look, it's another one to add to the slew of IR Magazine trophies you've already overseen. Congratulations once more from all of us here. We're going to head back to the rest of the show. We'll see you soon.
Great, thank you.
Well, there we go. A huge congratulations once more to Colleen Johnston for being presented with the Lifetime Achievement Award for 2021. I hope I didn't give the game away too quickly, and I'm sure you'll join me in recognizing her fantastic achievements in the IR community over her career. So, there are only 5 more awards to go. They really are, some might say, the most anticipated of the afternoon. So just to make sure we're all ready, we're going to take one more short break. Do recharge those glasses if you need to, and we'll be back in a minute or so. Don't go away. Hello and welcome back for the second time. We've now reached the very last set of categories this afternoon, and as I mentioned, they are perhaps the most anticipated of the entire ceremony. We're going to begin with the awards for Best Investor Relations Officer. The Oscars, if you like, the individual acting Oscars, if you like, of our ceremony today. These recognize those IROs who lead by example. The first category is for nominees in small to mid-cap companies and is presented by the Globe and Mail. I'm very pleased to welcome their Globe Investor Editor, Mark Heinzel, to announce the nominees and tell us who has won.
Hi everybody, Mark Heinzel here. I'm the investment editor for the Globe and Mail's Report on Business, and it's my pleasure to announce the nominees and winner of this year's IR Magazine Awards, Best Investor Relations Officer, Small to Mid Cap. I know how challenging it's been for everybody working over the past year, so my congratulations to everybody who was nominated. And the nominees this year are Aecon Group, Adam Borgatti, Alamos Gold, Scott Parsons, Gibson Energy, Mark Hitz-Chess, Hudbay Minerals, Candice Brule, and Parkland Corporation, Brad Monaco. And the winner is Parkland Corporation, Brad Monaco. Congratulations, Brad.
Thank you to IR Magazine for the Best Investor Relations Officer Award in the small to mid-cap category. And thank you to our analysts and investors for the nomination. It is an honor to receive this award and a great recognition for our investor relations work at Parkland. This is truly a team effort with the senior management team and all Parklanders. Our teams do a tremendous job running the business and providing us with the detail and understanding we need to do our job properly. We have a great business and an exciting story to tell, which makes my job a lot easier. Thanks to our leadership team who lend their time, expertise, and resources to our capital markets efforts, and I look forward to the continued communication with the investment community. Thank you.
Very well done to Brad on your Best IRO Award, so well deserved, and I'm sure your team are cheering you on for your win. And let me just say, along the Oscars theme, that was a far more eloquent speech than most of the Best Actor Award winners. So keep it up, Brad. There's a career in at least maybe amateur acting if it doesn't work out here. Let's stay with the Best IRO category. For now, we're going to be recognising the Investor Relations Officers for large cap companies. The award partner for this category is Griffin Advisors. So please welcome their Senior VP of Strategy and Operations, Marcus Campbell, to read out the nominees here and reveal the winner. Marcus, please do us the honors.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Marcus Campbell, Senior Vice President, Strategy and Operations with Griffin Advisors. I hope and pray you are all safe, healthy, blessed, and taking care of your mental health during these weird and historical times. I'm very fortunate to be presenting the award for Best Investor Relations Officer, Large Cap. And your nominees are Brian Christie, Agnico Eagle Mines, Megan Albiston, Canadian Pacific Railway, Paul Butcher, CN, Stephanie Amaimo, Fortis, Trevor Bell, Suncor Energy. And the winner is Megan Albiston, Canadian Pacific Railway. Megan, on behalf of Griffin Advisors, I am greatly honored to present you with this award. Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Chris DeBrun, and I'm the Managing Director of Investor Relations at Canadian Pacific. I'm honored to be here today to accept the award by IR Magazine for Best IRO for a Large Cap. I'm here to accept this award on behalf of Megan Albiston, who is away on maternity leave. I know Megan is truly flattered by this well-deserved recognition. Thank you.
Well, I never. That's now the third award that Canadian Pacific Railway have picked up this afternoon. Let's keep that footballing analogy alive. What a triple, what a hat trick, and what an amazing achievement from the team there. Congratulations. For the final three awards then, we need more drum rolls here. The scores from all awards by research categories were combined during the research process to produce the shortlists for the Best Overall Investor Relations categories. The upcoming awards are proudly presented by Broadridge. And at this point, just to keep that anticipation going a little longer, I should mention that you can view all of the awards by research rankings in the Investor Perception Study, which will be available to subscribers of IR Magazine immediately after the awards, with full details of exactly how we arrived at these final three winners. So, without further ado, let's turn to look at the award first for Best Overall Investor Relations by a Small Cap Company. And I'm delighted to hand over here to Broadridge's Senior Director of Sales, ICS Canada, Warren Maynard.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Warren Maynard from Broadridge Financial Solutions. Broadridge is delighted to once again be a sponsor for this year's IR Awards Magazine event. Broadridge is the leading provider of investor communications and technology-driven solutions to banks, broker-dealers, corporate issuers, asset and wealth managers. It is once again my honor to be announcing the nominees and winner in the category recognizing the Best Overall Investor Relations Small Cap. Before I announce the names, I would like to congratulate all the nominees in this year's prestigious category for all their tremendous efforts this year. The nominees are Aecon Group, Capstone Mining, Cascades, Hudbay Minerals, Nanu One Materials Corp, and Transcontinental. And the winner is Hudbay Minerals. Congratulations to the entire team from Hudbay Minerals.
And joining us live from the winner of the Best Overall Investor Relations for a Small Cap Company from Hudbay Minerals, Candice Brule. Candice, so good to see you. Congratulations to you and all of your team. We'd love to present this award to you tonight.
Thank you so much, Laurie. This is such a great honor. Thank you to everyone who nominated us and voted for us. Thank you. It's been a great year at Hudbay, and it would not have been possible without the continued support from our investment community, our analysts, our investors, and most importantly, the management team. Their continued buy-in for IR as a strategic function within the organization has just made this a tremendous successful year for us. So thank you. And also I'd like to thank Tamara Cook, the other half of the IR department at Hudbay. Thank you for all your hard work. And again, this award really is for you. And similarly, congratulations to all the other nominees and winners tonight. This is a great event. IR Magazine, you put together such a great event. So thank you very much.
It's absolutely our pleasure. Look, I've got just one quick question for you. It's obviously been a pretty tricky year by all accounts, whether it's, home offices or dealing with obviously everything else in the world. What do you view as Hudbay's main achievements this year when it comes to IR?
I think it was adaptability. I think, we have a lot of vendors that we use on the IR side at Hudbay, Proof, Q4, The Works, iPrio, and everyone worked together to really make this a successful year, adapting to the virtual environment. And, we continued to meet all of our investors, whether it was virtually or on the phone. We made sure that we continue to have strong dialogue with all of them. And similarly, our analysts, where we couldn't meet in person, we tried to replicate that in-person experience as much as we can to make sure everyone's informed and fully in touch throughout the entire year. So I think adaptability certainly was probably our strongest achievement last year.
Well, certainly, and it goes to show exactly how adaptable you were, that of course recognized by all of the investment community for that effort. Candice, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations once more. We can't wait to see you again as soon as we can.
Thank you. Cheers.
And back to the show. Well, would you look at that? I cannot believe it. That is the 6th company today scooping up double awards this afternoon. Congratulations to Candice and the team at Hudbay Minerals. So, moving on now to the category for Best Overall Investor Relations by a Mid-Cap Company. It's really remiss of me not to try and build up the tension as much as possible here. There's lots that we could be saying about our potential winners here. And really these are, like I said before, the culmination of all of our awards scoring and planning all through the way. More details about that, of course, in the Investor Perception Study. I'm about to hand back over to Broadridge to tell us who has won, to run through the nominees here, and I'm sure you'll join me in kind of looking very deeply at all of these companies, exactly what they've achieved in such a tricky year. And this award really speaks to the extra added value that good investor relations, award-winning, best-in-class investor relations can add to their companies. So let's beam right back over to Warren from Broadridge, who's going to tell us who's won this award and reveal the shortlist for the penultimate award of this afternoon.
Hi everyone, I'm Warren Maynard from Broadridge Financial Solutions, back again. I hope everyone is continuing to do well and keeping safe. Now to the second last award presentation for the evening. I have the privilege of announcing the nominees and winner for the category recognizing the Best Overall Investor Relations Mid-Cap Award. Congratulations to all the nominees and best of luck. This year's nominees are ARC Resources, BRP, Gibson Energy, London Mining Corporation, and Parkland Corporation. And the winner is London Mining Corporation. Congratulations, London Mining Corporation, on doing a fantastic job this year in investor relations.
And joining us live are the winners, well, representing the winner of the Best Overall Investor Relations for a mid-cap company, that is London Mining Corporation. We have Mark Turner and Brandon Throop with us live. Gentlemen, congratulations. We'd love to present this award to you this evening.
Thank you very much, Larry. We're very gracious and yeah, very happy to accept it. Sorry, maybe I'll just say a few quick remarks because this award, Brandon, myself accepting it on behalf of our team, because truly it is a group effort and reflects the collaboration of many individuals across Lundin Mining. So on behalf of Lundin Mining, I'd like to thank our investors, our analysts. We have all 27 of them, and IR Magazine, of course, for this award for Best Overall Investor Relations in the Mid-Cap.
Well, as I've said a few times tonight, it's a pleasure to play such a small part in that success. But my question I've asked a few people at awards this year is, obviously times are tough for getting together and being able to celebrate. Do you have any plans to get the team? You mentioned this is a team effort. Do you have any plans to get together, even virtually at the moment, to celebrate?
Certainly will. We still actually get together quite regularly on Zoom calls. I know everybody's fatigued to a certain degree, but and we have regular contact throughout the day, but it's also good to just socialize outside of that as well too. So I'm sure we will have a special celebratory event after this.
Absolutely, maybe and then in person as soon as we can, and we cannot wait to see both of you in person to toast your success there. And then until then, gentlemen, congratulations to all the team at London. Congratulations. We'll see you very soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We better get back to the show. Well, there we go. A huge congratulations once more to all of the team at London Mining Corporation. I think I'm pausing long enough for effects. Finally, we're on to our last award for the afternoon. This is the big one. This is the Best Overall Investor Relations by a large cap company. If we can grossly extend the soccer metaphor I've been trying to insert into today's award ceremony, you can take the Brit out of Britain, but you can't take the soccer out of the Brit, something like that. This is the Champions League. This is the Cup Winners' Cup, as it once was known. This is the big one. Let me remind you that that was first, of course, won by, I think the first British team was, no, I don't think it was Tottenham. I'd like to think it was Tottenham because we're so abject at the moment. Anyway, that is not what we're here for. We're here for the IR Magazine Awards, not footballing trophies. So, investor relations by a large cap company, the best of the best. For one final time, let's hand over to Warren from Broadridge to do the honours, probably a much better job than I've been doing, of reading out the nominees and, of course, revealing the final winner of the afternoon. Warren, over to you.
And now I'll be announcing the nominees and winner for the category recognizing the Best Overall Investor Relations Large Cap Award. This is the final award of the evening. This year's nominees are Agnico Eagle Mines, Canadian Pacific Railway, CN, and Suncor Energy. And today the winner is Canadian Pacific Railway. Congratulations to Canadian Pacific Railway on their great achievement in investor relations. And all the best from Broadridge and the team. Everyone keep well and keep safe. Thanks again.
And ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the winner of the Best Overall Investor Relations Award for a large cap company, Canadian Pacific Railway, and from them, Chris De Bruyne's accepting the award on their behalf. Chris, congratulations to you and all the team. Do you have a few words you could possibly share with us?
Thank you very much, Laurie. We're all thrilled here at CP. Thank you to IR Magazine, our shareholders, and the sell-side community for this incredible award. I'd like to congratulations to a tremendous group of nominees, CN, Suncor Energy, and Agnico Eagle Mines. It's an honor to be nominated with each of you. This is a distinguished honor that I'm privileged to accept on behalf of the entire CP Investor Relations team and the entire CP family. Special congratulations to our IR leader, Megan Albiston, who is currently away on maternity leave. It's a collective company-wide effort that makes effective investor relations possible, and we really greatly appreciate this recognition.
It's absolutely our pleasure, Chris. Listen, we all know it's been a tough year. We heard Candace talk about the importance of flexibility and reacting quickly. You know, what do you see as your and the team's main achievements this year in an IR capacity?
Yeah, I think it's just that, Laurie, is remaining flexible and adapting to an ever-changing environment. We're fortunate we've got a great story to tell, and it's been important to remain nimble and get that story out there and work to be creative and make sure that you're connecting with your shareholders and the analyst community.
Certainly so. And do you have any plans to celebrate, maybe virtually, already in place?
I didn't have anything pre-booked in place, didn't want to jinx it, but we'll have to be setting up a Zoom call now.
Absolutely. Well, look, I hope you get the chance to kick back and relax, and especially in person as soon as things allow. Until then, Chris, we'll hope to see you soon. Congratulations from all of us here at IR Magazine once more.
Thank you.
Well, that's now back to the show. Well, there we go. What a showstopper to stop the show, to finish the show, really. Canadian Pacific Railway have scooped up their 4th award of the afternoon. Such a testament to their well-deserved success and perseverance in a particularly tricky year. I don't need to remind you. Our official champagne partner, Agnico Eagle Mines, will be sending you bottles of champagne for you to continue the big celebrations. And from all of us at IR Magazine, cheers and well done. So, at this point, I'd usually be calling for all of our winners to make their way to the stage for a group photo. And as that's not possible, I'm looking around me, there's not really any room for you guys up here on the camera with me. Here's something we put together a little earlier, hopefully to spread some of the cheer and to spread those congratulations once more. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the Canada Awards for another year. A huge and well-deserved congratulations to all of the winners and nominees today. And remember that every one of our winners this afternoon will be receiving a box full of goodies from our awards partners, along, of course, with their well-deserved and much desired Golden IR trophies, and of course the bottle of champagne from our official champagne partner, Agnico Eagle Mines. Can't wait to be raising one of these to you all in person. Do keep an eye out for those packages arriving in the mail very shortly. And as I mentioned previously, for more information, in-depth analysis of all of this afternoon's winners, the Investor Perception Study will be available to IR Magazine subscribers after the awards. You can find out much more information about that on our website. And on the subject of our generous partners, many thanks once again to all of today's generous award partners, without whom this event simply would not have been possible. And thank you to all of you at home for tuning in and participating in the fun and sharing with us your fantastic photos. Remember to head back over to your virtual tables to continue the celebrations, or visit our networking area if you want to expand it a bit. Think of it as our virtual dance floor, although no dance moves will be required to be shown on camera. You can meet, of course, today's nominees and, of course, the winners as well if you want to find out some top tips from them. And speaking of photos, and maybe even speaking of dance moves, let's not forget the winner of the Best Viewer Photo Competition. We'll be revealing on screen who that is in just a moment. A bottle of champagne, for the 3rd time, I'll toast you again, will be making its way to you. Well done in advance. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure being your host this afternoon. Do stay safe and enjoy the continued networking. I cannot wait to see all of you in person as soon as possible. In the meantime, I will check in with you in the virtual networking area. We can raise a glass over the pixels. Good night, everyone, and take care.